be using the Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics Perfecting Concealer, and I'm in the shade Fair Yellow. This is the first time that I've ever used this concealer, so I was very excited to pick it up from Ulta and try it. So far I really like the formula. I'm going to go ahead and blend it out. And first up, I'm going to be using the new Wet n Wild X Peanuts collaboration. This is the palette. It's so adorable. I love how it has like the characters down here at the bottom. It's very festive, super adorable for Christmas, so I'm going to go ahead and open it up. Here's what the inside of the palette looks like. Already, I am like attracted to this metallic green shade. I definitely have to use that in my eye look today. But overall, I will say it's very cute. I love the shimmers and the metallics. I think so far they're probably my favorite. But first, going in, I'm going to pick up this shade here and put that into my crease. So far, this matte shade that I'm working with is very settled. It almost looks like a very light neutral pink color, a little bit like a mauve. Just a little bit. It's got like a light tint of pink in it. But so far, you just have to like work with it and build it up. But I think so far it's paying off pretty well. I have not sat down and filmed a YouTube video in forever. I've been going through like a couple different things, honestly, but everything's good. It's just that I've been super busy with life in general, and this time of year is very busy for everybody, I feel like. But I'm excited to get back with YouTube and create more content and be a little bit more consistent. So if you haven't seen me in a while on YouTube, I've just been really busy, but you can also follow me on Instagram. I will link it down below, and I'm very active on my Instagram. And before I forget, I actually got the brush collection with the Peanuts Wet n Wild Christmas collaboration. These are super cute. You get like a powder brush, and then this is like a blush or bronzer brush, and then you get 2 eye brushes. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this up real quick. And I love how it has Snoopy right here. I love Snoopy. Like, Snoopy is hands down my favorite character from Peanuts, but it's so adorable. Love him. And here's what they look like out of the packaging. They're very adorable. Snoopy's like down here at the bottom and with the Christmas lights, and the bristles honestly feel pretty nice. They feel like the regular Wet n Wild brushes, but I do like how this one feels. I feel like this one is very soft, so this would be like a really good powder brush. So I'm gonna go in and use one of the brushes to complete the eye look, and I'm gonna go ahead and use this one right here. I'm going to pick up this red shade right here in the corner, and I'm going to put that in the outer corner. Oh no, I hope it doesn't turn out looking pink. I don't know what it is about red tone eyeshadows. Like, not every red tone eyeshadow turns out pink, but I feel like I always like have that problem where I want like a red look, but it always turns out looking pink for some reason. But we're just gonna go ahead and work with it and blend it out and see if we can build it up. I feel like it's not bad. It is coming across just a little bit like of a pink undertone, but with working it up and blending it out, I think it does pay off a little bit. But is it my favorite shade? No, but I feel like if you work with it, it does pay off, so just have to be patient with it, but we're gonna make it work. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and pick up this beautiful green shimmery shade. I hope it doesn't let me down because in the pan it looks beautiful. Like honestly, like looking at this entire palette, my eye goes exactly to the shade right here. So I'm going to pick this up and I'm going to put it in the inner corner. Oh, hopefully you do not disappoint me. So it's a little bit darker on the eyelid, but I'm gonna try to brighten it up. I mean, it's pretty, don't get me wrong, but I just wish it was very like lighter in color and a little bit more sparkly. But I'm gonna take like a white shimmery shade and like put it as a topper, and hopefully that will like brighten the whole thing up. But it's pretty, it's just you have to work with it. I'm gonna go into this white shimmery shade and I'm gonna pick that shade up and I'm gonna put it into that green shade where we just laid down to see if I can brighten it up. Hopefully this works. You guys, I'm not having any luck because I feel like now I just like made it blue. Oh my goodness. I'm like losing that green. I don't want this to fail, but I don't like how it turned blue. Like the whole point of it is to create like a green red look for Christmas, and this is like looking blue once I lay down that white shimmery shade for some reason. I'm going to go back into this red shade that we used earlier in the outer corner, and I'm going to pick this up again and I'm going to work those two different shades so it blends in beautifully for transition. This is already going to like be like a grungy looking Christmas makeup look, but that is going to be okay. It's going to have to be okay, but I don't want to hate this look and I already feel like I'm not going to like it, honestly. I feel like it's going to be like a makeup fail, but what can you do? We're just going to go with it. I'm really not liking this look. Like, I just don't feel like it speaks Christmas. I don't know what is like going wrong, but it's not so much the palette, I feel like. I mean, it could be, but I don't want to bash it. I just feel like maybe my choice of selection of colors just aren't meshing well together. I feel like that is what is happening here, but oh my goodness. I just hope it all like comes together in the end. So to brighten this look and hopefully save it, I'm gonna be using the LA Girl glitter topper, and I'm gonna put that in the inner corner to hopefully brighten things up and make it come together and look a little bit more pleasing. Hopefully, okay, this is like saving the day. Okay, I don't feel like all hope is lost here. Okay, we are getting somewhere. I'm not sure if you guys can see that or not, but I feel like that is like making it look a little bit more put together and not so grungy. So thank goodness, because I was getting a little worried there, like this look was going to fail, but I think we should be good. Alright, so I feel a lot better with the glitter because I feel like it brings the look a little bit more together and it looks a lot more prettier in my opinion than just like grungy. So it's not done yet. I'm going to go ahead and apply my liner and lashes and I'll be right back. Alright, so moving on, I did go ahead and apply my lashes and my liner off camera, and I also applied my primer as well. And I went ahead and used the Yenza Color and Face Tone Up Primer in Essential Glow. I did go ahead and get this in my Ipsy Glam Bag Plus, I think like 2 months ago, I believe. It does have like a slight like undertone tint color to it, but I do like it so far. It says here on the back that it moisturizes and preps skin for makeup, blurs imperfections and pores, provides brighter skin tone, powered by 8 Super Blacks Essence. Alright, moving on to my foundation. I did go ahead and pick up these 2 face sponges from the collection. Really adorable. You get like a larger one and then you get a smaller one for like the inner corner or concealer. I'm going to go ahead and wet these and I'll be right back. And for my foundation, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Paris Infallible 24-Hour Wear Foundation, and I'm in the shade 405. I've never used this foundation before, so hopefully it comes together and I don't have any issues. I feel like the color match looks great so far, so that's definitely a plus there. But it's very liquidy, but I feel like it like blends into the skin pretty well. I love makeup that is scented. Sometimes like it can be a little too much, but I do like when it has a nice scent to it. Next up, I'm going to go in and use my Perfecting Concealer from Jaclyn Cosmetics, and I'm in the shade Fair Yellow. So I'm going to go ahead and brighten up the under eye. These last couple months have been very busy for me. Me and my husband, we just adopted a new dog, which is named Finley. And if you're not following me on Instagram, you can follow me at official_Sammi Rose. I post a lot of pictures of my dogs on there. I have 2 dogs. I have Finley and Foxy. I've had Foxy for about, I'm gonna say like 5.5 years, almost 6 years now. And we got her when she was 9 months old. And Finley is a Jack Russell Terrier mix, and he is almost a year old. He will be a year on January the 2nd, but they're both rescues, and rescuing is definitely near and dear to my heart. I love rescue, and I like supporting animals that are in shelters and needing homes, so it's been an adjustment, but a good adjustment, like a lot of fun and everything. But I'm like back in that puppy dog stage, and you know, I went through that with my first dog, and so it's been exciting, but it has been a lot of work. So, you know, I am a dog mom and a proud dog mom, so my dogs are my babies, like they are my kids, because I don't have any children. But yeah, it's been really fun though. I really like this powder brush a lot. I'm just gonna go in and set the rest of my foundation and concealer. I really like the foundation a lot. I feel like I'm gonna use it a lot more often because yes, it is a little bit more like liquidy, but I do like it. I like how it looks on the skin a lot. And I feel like maybe that primer made a difference, so I don't know, but I'm gonna try it out again, but I really like it. And for my bronzer, I'm going to be using the new Juvia's Place Bronze Palette in the shade Light. So I just picked this up from Ulta. I'm very excited to go ahead and try it. I've heard great things about this. I also have one of the blush palettes, so I'm going to be using this for my bronzer. And here's what the inside of the palette looks like. So you get like a really great like pan size, so that is a lot of product between the two of them. So you have like a deeper color and then the lighter color. The light color is definitely too light for me, and then the deeper tone is a little too dark. So I'm gonna mix the two of them between to create like that perfect shade for me. And then you also get like a mirror down here at the bottom as well. Oh wow, that is really pretty. I love matte bronzer. I'm not a big fan of like shimmer bronzer, so because I use like a lot of highlight anyway, so I don't want to look too like glittery. But I do like that. It's very pretty. Really pretty color too. I'm going to take it down my neck a little bit to add some color there. Alright, Alright, moving on to highlight and blush. I'm going to be using the Quad Blush and Highlight palette in the collection. So you get 2 different highlights and then 2 different blushes. So I'm going to open it up and show you what it looks like on the inside. I'm going to be using the lighter pink shade, and then I'm going to be using the white highlight. And I'm going to be using one of the brushes from the collection for my blush. Very pretty. I love the blush. Like, the blush is very nice in the palette, and it's not like overpowering. I build it up though because like I love a lot of blush, but I really like it. It's a pretty color and really easy to work with. I'm going to take this shade down here, which is like a reflective shimmer white shade, and I'm going to use that as my highlight. Okay, so this highlight I feel like is not really giving. It's like there's really nothing to like pick up. I don't know if you see that or not, but I don't like it. I feel like the gold highlight works better than that white highlight. So I'm gonna try to mix it too, because I feel like the white one is just a little too settled and I'm not really seeing anything. So that gold one is settled as well, but it's pretty though. At least it's giving me something versus that white highlight, which was not giving me anything. Not bad. I will say for the highlight, I'm not a big fan of it in the palette, but I do like the blushes. The blushes were really pretty. I'm just taking some of that white sparkle and using it for the inner corner highlight. It is coming across like a purple reflective, but honestly, like, I already laid it down, so I can't really go back, so I'm just gonna work with it. I really don't know what this look is. I mean, I'm doing my best with it, but it's not perfect, but I'm just gonna work with it. So that's honestly the best way you can just go about it. I mean, sometimes like things just don't turn out perfect, but as long as you do your best with it, that's really all that matters. Next up for my lips, I'm gonna be using the red lipstick that comes in the collection. I don't have a red lip liner. Normally I like to line my lips before I put on the lipstick, but I'm just gonna work with it and see how it comes out. Alright, so this is the final look. I will say I am not a fan of it. I'll be perfectly honest. I'll be the first one to say it is not my favorite look. I do not like the lipstick on me. I'm not a big fan of red lipstick in general. Not on me anyway. Like, I feel like it's too much for me. It's overpowering, and I just don't like to work with reds very much when it comes to lip products, but I do like it on other people. Just for me, not a fan. But I made it work because it's the only lipstick in the collection, so I had to work with it. But overall, generally, it's just overall, I'm not a fan of it. I feel like the colors are not meshing well for me, like the reds and the greens. Some of the products were a little bit difficult for me to like personally work with. But do I think they're overall bad products? No. I just think for whatever reason, like with my skin tone and just working with it, I mean, that's the thing about makeup. Not every look that you create is gonna be beautiful, no matter who you are, I feel like. So yes, you do create some really beautiful looks, but there's also looks that you create and you look back on and it's like, yeah, I don't know what I was thinking there, but I had fun with it, and that's all that matters, is having fun with makeup. And I'm not a professional. I like to think sometimes I am, but I'm definitely not. So if you like this look, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel before you leave, and hit that notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.